Hi everyone, my name is Amy-Eloise Neale and I am a member of the Reebok Boston Track Club based in Charlottesville, Virginia. I'm a 5,000 meter runner, but I also run the 1,500 meter and mile as well. So like many of you, I've been trying to find new ways to challenge myself at home with reduced access to equipment. And so one thing I've been working on has been my balance. So I've been incorporating a lot more single leg exercises because I know it has been a weakness for me in the past. Balance is extremely important both for injury prevention as well as maintaining good mechanics when you're tired. So today I'd like to take you through a little single leg progression that I've been doing at home. I like to do each exercise about 10 times on each side, and then I run through the whole set 2 or 3 times. I start with lower reps and lower amounts of sets the first time you're doing it, but then you can increase adding weight and other things as you go. So the first one of the set is going to be a single leg hinge. So you're going to want to root the ball of your foot into the ground, and keeping as straight as you can, you're just going to hinge forward and then stand back up using your glute. So you should feel this in your posterior chain. You want to keep your back as neutral as possible and good posture. A little bit of knee bend is okay, but you don't want too much because you want this to be a hinge action and not a squat. So once again, you lower down and then you stand right back up. So after I've done that on both sides, I like to make it a little bit more challenging by adding in a twist. So a single leg hinge with a twist is basically adding external rotation after you lower down. So this action, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to want to root the ball of your foot into the ground. You're going to hinge forward, and then once you get to the bottom, you're going to open up your hip and then bring it back and stand up. And it's okay if you fall over a little bit like I just did. Just reset before you try again. You're going to be wanting to do, because my right leg is down right now, I'm going to be using my right glute to do that rotation. As I lower down, open up my hip, bring it back to neutral, and stand up. And so I like to do that about 10 times on each side. Sometimes I do a few more. The first couple tries, I lose my balance a little bit. I find doing a few extra reps just helps remind my body about the action. So after I've done that on both sides, I then like to take it a step further and add a little bit of weight and turn the hinge into a single leg deadlift. So today I'm just going to use this kettlebell that I have here. It's just a light kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, that's awesome. If you don't, use a gallon of milk, a heavy book, anything to really just offset your body when you're doing this. Just helps create a little bit more instability. So same thing as before, I'm going to root my foot in the ground. I'm going to try and keep as stable as possible. And then I'm going to lower down as far as I can, then stand back up. Using my glute, the weight should make it more challenging. And reset as you need to in between. So as I go, then throughout the season, I will add more and more weight to that and also increase the reps. So a final exercise that I like to do in this lower leg stability set is going to be a reverse lunge with a knee drive. So I like this exercise because it helps with your balance, because you're moving from one position to next, and it helps with glute strength as well. But I like how it helps kind of replicate the knee drive at the top that you need when you're running, which is something that I know that I need to work on, is my knee drive when I get tired. So with this exercise, you're going to want to start into a reverse lunge. Try to make sure your knee doesn't go up in front of your toe, and then you're going to drive up and hold it for a second at the top, and then right back down into the reverse lunge, and then snap right back up again. So I like to keep it pretty snappy, going from the reverse lunge up to the knee drive, and just hold it for a second or two on either end, and just make sure I'm holding really good form. And this will challenge your balance as you're transitioning between the positions. So like I mentioned before, I like to do this set 2 or 3 times and progress the exercises as needed. But I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you are all staying safe and doing well and are able to run fast. Thank you.